Hi guys, and welcome to Kamil's Data Cave, a place where you can bolster up your IT skills. And today we're going to talk about some error in Excel that you all probably have already encountered at least once in a lifetime. And I'm pretty sure at least some of you know at least one solution to the problem. But this error has two reasons, one which is quite obvious, quite well known actually, and the other one is far from being. So what shall we begin with? Let's take a look at the data in a table, and it is a real Excel table, so it's not a regular data range, but a table created by Ctrl+T, for example. I have this column saying PPU, which basically should calculate the unit cost divided by a unit of measure. It doesn't really matter what we calculate here. The issue is that I see these hashtag signs, symbols, characters in here. By the way, do you know what we used to call this symbol before we started calling it a hashtag? So if you do know, please leave a comment below. And if you see these hashtags and you wonder, well, what is wrong with my formula? So the main reason, the most common issue is that the column is too narrow to present the result. So Excel thinks, oh, you know what? Maybe that would be better to create a fence out of these hashtag signs, hashtag symbols, and I would cover what is inside. Maybe that would be better than to show it, only partially. So we can say it tries to protect us from seeing the result, which might be an improper result. So the solution to the problem, the easiest one available, is to widen the column. And of course you can widen it manually, or you can just double click the intersection between these two columns, and Excel is going to adjust the column width so it would show the longest, the widest entry in the column. And this reason for hashtag signs in your column is pretty obvious, but there is another one, and take a look please here. I have these hashtags and I can actually see that the number in my cell is just -5 in cell B3, so it shouldn't take really too much space, too much width of a column. But if I try to widen it, it doesn't help. I can widen it till infinity, and it's always going to display these hashtag symbols. Why is that? Because the second reason for this error is when you have the negative number, so the value below 0, and you format the cell to be a data cell, so the one to present, year, month, and day, Excel is going to show you this fence unless you tell it to change the data format cell. For example, if you hit Ctrl, Shift, and tilde button, it's going to revert to general. So if you have a negative number and you format it the way it shows a date, Excel is always going to display these fences, so hashtag signs, hashtag symbols. If you don't want to miss out on other Excel tutorials and tricks, make sure you subscribe and hit on notifications button. And see you soon!